Welcome back to Tiny Blue Games. My name is, of course, Csaw or Chris, and today we're talking about Final Fantasy XIV in 2021. Today we are continuing our journey through Stormblood. This is episode 2 of the series. If you did miss last week's episode, I'll put it somewhere in the corner wherever it shows up. Be sure to check it out. But yeah, we're continuing the main scenario quest story. This video is going to be formatted similarly to some of our past ones, where we have a brief story summary, recapping some of the main events that I've traveled through. It won't go over every little nook and cranny, so if there's anything that you feel I'm missing or any details you want to add to clarify things, please add it in the comments below. It's always really helpful to me, and I'm sure it's helpful to anyone who watches these videos as kind of a story recap situation in the future. After that, we'll have a live recording where we check out some cutscenes. I sort of ran into one of those quests that says, hey, there's going to be like a bunch of cutscenes in a row. Make sure you give yourself enough time to watch them in their entirety. And whenever I see that, I'm like, okay, let's pause, let's record this live, and let's get a reaction. So I haven't actually seen it yet. I'm recording this section first, so hopefully it was well worth recording, and we will find out together. But yeah, that's the setup. Let's dive into the story summary. Hey, just before we start the story section of this video, if you could take the second to like the video, it really does go a long way to help out the channel and help grow and show this video to more people. So if you do enjoy the content, please consider tossing it a like. Alrighty, so we kick things off by reconvening with our group of people and meeting with Conrad, who does say he will accept the Alliance's proposal, but he does have a couple of caveats, as he puts it. The main thing being that he can't speak for the whole Resistance. There are a lot of them that are kind of fractured, and they don't necessarily all obey his word. So as I kind of thought when I entered here, I think we're going to have to do a lot of little tasks for people to kind of convince them of, you know, our cause and who we are, and really bind everything together. That's kind of the journey I see this taking, is us kind of lining up with a bunch of resistant type folks and helping to unite them as one strong force to take on the Empire. That's kind of how I see us positioning ourselves here. They also have quite a few forces that were killed by the events of the Wall, so this force led by Conrad isn't even as strong as it used to be, and they could severely use some help, which, you know, we're here to lend help. So we kind of divide up into our best tasks and go our own ways. There is a specific task that Conrad has in mind for us, if you would believe that, so we do follow his orders and go on to our own task. From there, we head back to see Rhalgr and Pippin with Minago, who does deliver the official statement of the Resistance, at which point she kind of embarrasses herself with Rhalgr a bit, just with the way she introduces him, I guess, to us. She makes him more of a big deal than he wants to be seen, and he kind of like levels the field, saying, hey, he's just a soldier trying to win the war just like she is. So it's kind of an interesting dynamic that we get to see there, and it's pretty cool to be a part of. But then the group starts discussing once again the losses that were suffered at the Wall with the actions of the Griffin, and the big concern is that they're losing people, and they don't really have an influx of new recruits. So the main idea is that there needs to be action taken to kind of encourage people to join the movement. And Pippin has a lovely idea for this. So the idea is to do an ambush of sorts, and we're actually ambushing I'm going to butcher this name probably, but it's Grindwut. I believe I should remember this. He's like the crazy guy that we fought at the very, very end of Heavensward, like the post-Heavensward content, where we're trying to get into the sort of area where there's the robot and stuff like that. I'm just tossing words out there, but we fight him, and he's so crazy and energetic, and we fight him and his robot. He just seems to love different inventions, and his soldiers that he has with him are never great. But we do end up defeating him, and we celebrate while he flees. All his name days did not come at once, as it turns out. And we have a real celebration kind of moment where we come together with everyone, and it's really that bonding that I was talking about at the start of this, where we do feel like we're growing stronger as a group, and it's kind of a symbol to others that, hey, this is a movement that's going places. After the ambush, we return back to Rhalgr's Reach, and we end up going into a new map, the Peaks. And once again, we get kind of this really cool narration moment from Lise when we enter the map, and she kind of speaks from her memories. I think this is such a cool thing, and I've been saying it since it started in Heavensward. If there was one thing that I love, and there's a lot that I love about the story in Final Fantasy XIV, but this key moment, I think it's such a little piece that so many MMOs could do, just when you walk into a zone for the first time and really make it feel epic and set the scene. This piece of narration is done so well. Like, it's so good. Because they do that with like different cinematic views of the area, and it really makes you excited to explore it. And this gets me to the topic of exploration videos. I want to do a video for both the new zones. They look fairly similar from like the tiny portion of the map that I've seen so far. I assume the peaks might have more peaks in the map. I know, I'm quite the genius. But yeah, I definitely want to do some more exploration. But for now, we're just seeing what we see in the main scenario quest. It's in this new map that we end up witnessing an interaction between a group of individuals called the Skulls and a traveler on the road. And this is quite the instance where we kind of see how the people of this land are truly treated. He gets kicked around, he gets taken advantage of, and we just sit and watch alongside his chocobo as it happens. And I should mention that Lise definitely wanted to get involved and save the gentleman, and I mean, being the Warrior of Light, that obviously sounds like something we'd do as well. However, it was explained to us that doing so would almost certainly cause death for this individual and his family, or torture or something much worse. So it was better to kind of sit back and watch. And as it turns out, this was definitely the choice, because Fordola ends up giving the order for the Skulls to stop harassing this gentleman, and as they're walking away, we see Fordola look back to where we were hiding. So it seems like she might have known that we were there, and it could have gone real bad if we had interacted. So it was good that we kind of, kept our distance, and maybe she just heard something or thought she heard something and didn't end up seeing us, so that's all good. But there was a close call there that was really cool to see. Finally, we get a cutscene where we see the palace and Lord Galvus, who's receiving news of our ambush. And of course, he takes this news like a normal, not crazy person and doesn't kill someone in front of everyone else. No, he definitely does that. He totally kills someone in front of all of his guards with his big golf bag full of swords. And it's crazy, and it's really cool to see. I'm actually pretty terrified of this villain. I don't know if this is the ultimate absolute villain of Stormblood, but I'm pretty scared of what this guy is capable of. So it's really cool to see early on kind of the inside and like their side of things, right? I always like that when it happens a lot in books, when you get to see kind of the villain side as well as the hero side. And I think it's a really cool way to engage with them. And although, want to defeat them, kind of know the causes and reasons for their plans. And that leads us to the second part here. After this soldier gets killed, he's asking for any plans of what they do next. And we see Fordola once again, who does suggest that she has a plan. However, we see an interaction with her and the Imperial soldiers this time, where they don't want to hear the plan. They believe she's a savage. I mean, it's one person who speaks out, but you can kind of assume that's the feeling of all of them. And he tries to silence her, but the Lord Galvus actually comes and appreciates her and says that she's willing to kill her own and listens to her plan, which we don't end up getting to hear, but I'm sure we'll be on the receiving end soon enough. With all that said, let's dive into the live reaction. Alrighty, let's see what we're gonna find out. This ought to be close enough. Now we settle in for the long watch. That said, it would be prudent to keep your weapons at the ready in the event a passing patrol stumbles upon us or worse. Upon something, several cutscenes will play in sequence. So yeah, it's recommended. All right, here we go. Nothing like a good steak out with friends.
Excellent. The disposition of the Imperial forces is exactly as expected. I will notify Father.
Can I just say the fact that Pippin is such a big character of the story so far is really exciting.
Cannon fire! Where did it come from?
That doesn't sound good.
Smoke! There! Is that... Oh gods, it's Rhalgr's reach.
Oh no. That's not good.
It's no use. I think someone's jamming our communications.
You don't think... Could this be part of a coordinated attack?
Oh, was this the attack that she planned with Galvus, maybe?
Too early to draw conclusions. We must abort the assault and return to the Reach at once.
Wow, that did not go how I was expecting it to. Oh man. Quite the invasion. Yep, there she is.
Forward! Forward! Give them no quarter!
Yeah, we knew this was gonna come back to bite us. Wow.
You! Traitor! Kinslayer!
Yeah.
You're no kin of mine!
Oh, wow. Did he just get cut in half? Oh man, that's not good. We are about to see Lise go crazy.
Wilfred!
Yep.
He'll take you!
I love the combat in these cutscenes have been so much better. I mean, not that they were bad before, but I like... Oh, is he here himself? There's the golf bag. Oh, wow. Like, how practical of a sword carrier is that, really?
Well, well.
Like
Stand aside, pilots. This one has promise.
the sound of their voice and the mask is pretty cool.
Have a care, my lord. She's not like the others.
Do not disappoint me, girl, or I will kill you.
Like, is it I don't know what sword I'm gonna get kind of situation? I don't know.
7 hells! It's him! It's Xenos!
Xenos.
The Viceroy! Oh, you are a dead man! Ah!
Wow.
So spirited, and yet so empty.
Super fast for his armor. Oh, that is super cool. That's from the cutscene, at the start of the
A magical
trailer.
barrier. Alas, it will not save you.
This is so cool.
Your shoulder!
Hold the line, Rhalgr! Hold the line!
Oh man, did they get Conrad? We're gonna come back and it's all gonna be too late. I feel like if there was ever a time to mount up,
Kryl!
Alphino!
We saw the smoke and thought we heard explosions. Are we under attack?
we
The
were.
Imperials were all over us before we realized what was happening. No one knew where to run or what to do. It was chaos. Lise and Master Kemp rallied the guards and bought us enough time to get some of the wounded to safety, but I haven't seen either of them since.
Confound it! If we lose the Reach, this will all have been for naught. Arenvold, can you escort these people to the wall?
Aye, sir.
Our place is at the Reach. We must offer such aid and succor as we are able. Saving lives is now our paramount concern.
I'm gonna go save the
If we
survivors.
can hold back the Imperials until Father sends reinforcements, we may yet turn the tide.
His little helmet is so adorable.
I'll join you. I've done all I can for these people, and you'll be crying out for a healer in there.
I fear you're right. Come, there is no time to lose.
I wonder if they're like gonna be gone already, or if we're actually gonna be able to fight them. Oh, it looks like we're gonna have an instance. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's see if we can do this. My gear's proven to be somewhat weak so far. And yes, I know I can probably upgrade it. But we'll see, we'll see.
It's all over now!
I have gotten a fair bit of gear from questing, so, you know, hopefully that'll work out well. They took Lise? Oh no. The others deep inside. You've got. Oh, I wonder if they're like taken. The feeling they might be gone, but we'll see.
Rebel scum!
I've got to put like this one key on like a different keybind. Wow, that hit like a truck. Okay, I gotta get out of those. That was not good. Thank goodness we have a healer. We're gonna kill Cordola? Like, I kind of doubt it, but we're not doing too bad. I mean, it's like a 5v1. We're gonna kill her? Or is she gonna? No, she's gonna escape. I like her face tattoo. Like, Alphino just took the final shot. Hey, we got Lise.
What took you so long?
Wow, aggressive.
Alphino, I need your help! My lord, the prisoners!
See to your men, Pylus.
Oh, are we gonna go against him?
As you command, my lord.
Your friends were a disappointment. But you will entertain me, will you not?
Are we gonna face off again? Oh man, we are. At least we got friends. Even like starts before like the actual combat can start. Wow, he's doing a lot of damage. That's not good.
Be gone!
Like a tremendous amount of damage. That was not good. Oh wow. Holy! Excuse me? What was that? Oh
Give me
no.
something to remember.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. That didn't look good. Was I supposed to kill those? I bet you I was. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna choose this one. Yeah, it was probably the right choice. Do I need to kill those or am I just supposed to dodge them? Because like, I haven't done damage to them in so long. I'm so scared. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's go in here. Oh, this is gonna suck. Alright. Look at us, we navigated it. We've like barely scratched his health. What is this? How much health do we need to get off of him? Like, oh, it just keeps on pushing us away now. Did we do it? Did we survive? Like, there was no way we were supposed to kill that guy, right? No. Okay. That was crazy hard. Oh, man. Wait, what? Is this why he carries so many swords?
Pathetic.
It was pretty pathetic. I'm gonna own up to it. See, this is what I don't get. Like, he could clearly just kill all of us and end it here, but he's gonna, like, wait. Oh, we got the sad music going on.
Shall we give chase, General?
Nay, there has been enough death this day. See to the wounded.
Aye, sir.
Got the storm in the background, it's so loud.
You all right, lad?
I'm sad I lost. Yeah, look at me. I think my pride might have taken a knock. Yeah, I'm sad.
There's no ordinary foe could best the likes of you.
The worst is past, but without the proper facilities, I can do no more.
Master Kemp too would be better served in the infirmary. Let us take them there without delay.
Give us a hand, would you, Lise? Of course. I know you must be exhausted, but there will be others who need our help. Leave these two to us and look to the other wounded.
Will do. Alright, you did well, Csaw. You saved lives no matter what happens, remember that. Now then, let's do what we can for the wounded. Every minute counts. Ba-da-ba-ba. The haunted look in her abundant eyes speaks volumes. See to the wounded, Csaw. If they live, help them. If not, move on. Okay. Where are the wounded? Lies motionless, having breath his last. Oh no! He was already cold when I got to him. There was naught I could do. That charm must have been important. You best take it to Conrad. So sad. Where is Conrad? Oh, I keep making the mistake of going on this like bridge thing that's like definitely way slower than not going on the bridge thing. Will not be fooled by it today. Oh no. He doesn't know. Oh wait, no, he must know. He was attacked after, right? This is... He's dead, isn't he? Mefford was a warrior. A worrier. Always thinking about others before himself. He once had an Imperial patrol chase him nigh on 20 malms so that his wounded would have time to escape. Like, malms is such a weird word. His comrades loved him for it, of course, though that only made him worry more. Did you know that he sent his men in Quarry Mill away because he thought they were fighting for him? Not the cause? Aye, well, he did. The only life he was willing to risk was his own, you see. But that's exactly the kind of man who shouldn't be leader. The kind of man who deserves to survive. Not an old fool who's all used up. There's no logic to it, Master Kemp. Never is. Who stands, who falls, in the heart of battle, we can but do our best, as we did. Mefford will be sorely missed, aye, but because of his sacrifice, many now live who otherwise would not, and they need us, now more than ever. Aye, aye, that they do. Forgive me, I had high hopes for him, is all. So sad. Da, 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 da. I just love the, like, theme song. Speak with... Oh, it's right here. Our defeat was no near thing, it was total humiliation. We were powerless to withstand our enemies with Saw. It's really true. But we cannot afford to dwell on failure. As Elfin has said, it is those who survived whom we must think of now. Rhalgr's reach is no longer safe. The Imperials may have withdrawn, but they could return at any time to finish what they began. We dare not remain here. Those who are not fit to make the journey to Castrum Oriens will need to be taken by Chocobo carriage. Agreed? Good. I shall oversee preparations for the carriages. In the meantime, I would have you scour the infirmary for any supplies that might prove useful during the journey. You stole and the others are safely strapped in. Don't worry, I'll be by her side the entire time. Thank you, Kryle. I'll walk alongside. They'll need protection in case the Garleans try anything. Hang on, you're injured too, aren't you? Shouldn't you be in one of these carriages? I'm not so frail that I can't make the trip on my own. Besides, there's still work to be done here. I'll see you at the wall when it's finished. As you wish. Then let us set forth at once. We shall move as quickly as our comrades' health allows. To Castrum Oriens. Dun, 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 dun. Conrad is a man struggling to cope with the bitter reality. I love it. You saved a good many of my men, and I cannot thank you enough for that. But the fact remains our forces were decimated. In this state, we'll not be mounting an assault on Castellum, Veldinia, or anywhere else. We need to be honest with ourselves about our prospects, but first we need to put our affairs here in order. Afterwards, I'll join you at Castrum. Understood. We will go and speak with General Aldelin. Where are we? Oh, it's just over here. I'm like, when do I want to cut this off? Because I feel like we've gotten through the big cutscenes, right? Like that must have been the fight and then what happens afterwards. But now I'm just doing stuff. Alright, we'll see if this one's like anything major, but if not, we'll pause it here. Pippin has already departed with the wounded Hazi. Good. We have completed our search of the Reach and the surrounding area. As far as we can tell, Xenos and his men returned straightaways to Specula Impartoris after quitting this place. It would seem he lost interest in us. Which brings us to the most troubling question of all. Now that he has found us, but why he chose to spare our lives having done so. Yeah, this is such a good question. Why did he leave instead of just finishing us off? In war, you kill or capture your enemy. You don't leave him to fight another day. Only a fool would turn his back and walk away, but Xenos is no fool. He might be crazy, though. Whatever his motive, this is neither the time nor the place to think of it. I will leave a token force to watch over the Reach. The rest will fall back to Castrum. We can discuss our path forward there. All right, and yeah, so the last quest there. So I think this is perfect. We'll stop here. Wow, I did not see this happening to Rhalgr's Reach so soon. It seems like just a little while ago we walked in here for the first time. I don't want to say we bring trouble wherever we go, but although the Warrior of Light saves days, he also causes a lot of pain. And man, that was one hard dude to fight. Like, I don't know how we're going to get enough strength to match him in this expansion. But yeah, though I guess I felt that way about some of the dragons in the past expansions as well. So we'll see where we go from here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Hopefully I didn't mess up much with the story. I'm sure there's like little bits that kind of went over my head or that I was confused about. If you notice anything like that, do say so in the comments below. It's always helpful for me. It's always helpful for other new players who are trying to catch up on the story or watch story summary videos for new expansions. It's always great to add it in the comments below. I truly appreciate it. If you can toss this video a like, it would also be appreciated. And if you're interested in following along for our journey in Final Fantasy XIV, please consider subscribing to the channel. With that said, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.